So lots of pretty big wars taking place throughout kind of some of the smaller regions of the world. We have the Syrian reconquest of Ruba. I think that's right. Maybe. And then like just huge, just crazy mess in Africa. Zambia versus, oh my gosh. Okay, it's pretty much like everyone to the south of Sahara at war with each other. South Africa, Botswana, Angola, Tanzania, Uganda. I mean, they were all fighting. They were fighting the DRC, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Namibia. It's crazy. And actually, I'm surprised. Usually, South Africa does really good. Usually, in these campaigns, South Africa does pretty well. Again, that doesn't mean anything this time, Drew. Like, none of that matters. So, kind of something to that I need to keep reminding myself, because I keep referring back to, like, previous times that we've seen this scenario take place, and it's like, that doesn't mean anything this time around. And India and China are back at war. This time looks like they're losing. Oh, no, they're winning, even though, like, most of it's occupied. How? How is that happening? Is Pakistan... Oh, ooh, China bought out Pakistan's army. India's fighting this alone. Is that an offensive war, then? India probably... Holy crap, what just happened? Okay, we gotta slow down. Okay, so we've got the USA fighting Mexico, El Salvador, Panama, and Honduras. And actually, Honduras in Central America took a bunch of territory. Look at this. Honduras put Panama back in Panama's place, I guess you could say. That will be very interesting to see what plays out in that war. Obviously, the USA still have a pretty big advantage. Nigeria versus Niger. We've got France versus Brazil. France, Great Britain, Argentina, Spain versus Brazil, Germany, oh my gosh, and the Netherlands. I think World War III probably just broke out. Honduras versus Guatemala. We've got India and China. Yep, World War III. This is World War III for sure. I don't think Germany can fight all these together. Now, the war was declared from France towards Brazil, and it was actually an imperialist war. It's messed up, France. It's 2039. You're still declaring imperialist wars, but France should be able to handle Germany, since they have, the support of the British and Spain. Ooh, that's bad. The thing is, I can't see really... Oh, well, Brazil's fighting Paraguay, Argentina, and Peru at the same time. That's the problem. Because Brazil was going after this French territory, I believe. So that's why all this is taking place. Let's check in on South Africa. Looks about the same. India is going to lose a bunch of land, I think, and China's going to be back. I mean, it's not like that they weren't back. They were always there, but the fact that India could lose so much here is pretty bad. They don't desire any of this stuff, though. Oh, I keep forgetting. India declared an offensive war. What was that for? Indian change government. Everyone's trying to change the government of China. Just leave them alone. You're getting yourself into this big mess. So, the same thing could happen where China didn't take anything from Russia, so maybe they won't take anything away from India. They both use the same casus belli. So we'll see. So we've got a 45 stack of Americans just going straight in for, I'm guessing, Mexico City. Yeah. Pretty much capital of Mexico. Ooh, at the same time, we've got Honduras fighting Guatemala because they're not able to support, the Mexican alliance members. El Salvador and Honduras can't really help out Mexico all that much. I'm shocked that we're seeing the USA go to war this early on. That is something that we've never really seen before. North America takes forever to start going to war. Is India starting to push back or what? War score is only -2. I don't know how it's -2, and maybe because India's pushing here. Did you call in Mongolia? No, you bought out Mongolian troops too. Jeez, China is like hiring so many different types of... Yeah, look, they hired North Korea, they've hired Pakistan, they've hired Mongolian regiments. They're barely fighting themselves. Their own men are probably not even fighting here. I mean, they are, but I mean, like, barely. Not barely. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say, I think. How's this war going? It's pretty crazy. What was the other crazy thing that was happening? Oh yeah, what happened to IS? IS is gone, and Syria expanded into Turkish territory, which might mean that Greece would have a better chance Well, that Greece and Turkey traditionally don't like each other that much. Well, you know what? Turkey's got a high opinion of Greece. Maybe it's not. Maybe not. Maybe not too bad. And how's Germany? Germany's holding on. They do have Dutch support, which I'd imagine that more than likely the British are. Well, you know, I don't know where the British are. They've got an 8 stack here. Brazil's not doing well. Hey, maybe my pick have a chance. My random pick of Argentina, because these occupations are going to Argentina. Oh my gosh, now what? Nigeria versus Niger. That's the second time we've seen that break out. Algeria versus Niger. So clearly Niger's not doing well since Algeria alone is going after them. Somalia. Okay, yeah, so Africa is almost every single continent in Africa is at war. Peru, Paraguay versus Bolivia and Brazil. Laos now at war with Vietnam. Oh, that's pretty big. India's only -5 in the hole against China. Not the worst thing. It could be way worse. Oh, that's how. Okay, I was like, how is Argentina in the war? And Argentina's going to get a lot of war score back for Germany, even though Germany might get fully occupied. We'll see if they lose territory. That's the important thing. Do they lose territory, though? Yeah, because that's kind of the only thing that really matters here. Australia, still nothing. Indonesia has not formed a formidable nation just yet. Saudis had to annul their alliance with Jordan, it looks like, or vice versa, one or the other. Very strong Syria now. Well, not very strong, but an interesting power out of Syria so far. Who's Poland allied to? Just a lot of small nations, a lot of small countries nearby. Small neighboring countries. Russia's still only allied to, it looks like, Turkey, even though Turkey lost a chunk of land. Brazil might lose a lot here too. Alright, let's go up to speed 4. Might even speed it up even more than that. So much is happening though. So we've got France winning their war, 12 war score. I think it's safe to say they should win, maybe? Maybe? Oh, Argentina is on the French and British side. Why did I think they were on the German side? Yeah, Brazil's going to lose. Yeah, France is going to win this big, I think. They did get more occupations though, but they probably should. They probably will. USA's already declared, or I'm sorry, peaced out with Mexico. I should have checked on what type of war, what type of casus belli they used. All right, so I mean, we should see the U.S. #1 still. I think in development. I'm not surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all when we check in on the development in 2 more videos. Should see the Americans #1. I'm guessing it'd probably be somewhat familiar. #2 would be China. I don't know where Russia would be though. They lost a big chunk, but it could be worse. Okay. And we've got Poland versus Ukraine. Ukraine's also going to be fighting Slovakia and Austria. That's funny that I just checked on that too. Algeria and Niger. France. Oh, the Dutch are out of it. I wonder who got them out of it so fast. India and China. China, I don't think anything's going to happen out of that. Nobody has enough war score to make any sort of significant difference. And Laos will be, I think, the power out of Indochina. Or Southeast Asia, whatever. Well, maybe not. I mean, they don't have that many occupations. Alright, well, Laos is also going to have some trouble with... Oh, Laos likes Indonesia. Okay. Actually, look, everyone loves Laos. Man, I want to be Laos. China, India, Indonesia, I mean, even Australia. They all have high opinions of Laos. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Bangladesh was attacked. I didn't even realize they were attacked. And Sri Lanka is now fully controlled by India. Can't believe the US, though. That's crazy. Okay, Israel at war with Jordan. Because Jordan lost their Saudi alliance. That is the main reason there. I'm really interested to see... Oh, Ukraine declared war on Slovakia, not Poland itself. You guys do have a border. I was going to say, you guys have a border with Slovakia? But yeah, forget about that. Ukraine is doing okay. I'm going to go up to speed 5. So we pretty much are coming at the tail end of... Well, I don't know. This was big. We were speeding through World War III, I guess. It was just a lot of separate wars. Ooh. Yeah, Iraq's trying to capitalize on the fall of Jordan. Doesn't matter. Israel's already expanded. And again, no one's going to be going to war with Israel until they're ready to face the threat of the U.S. And because the U.S. are just continuing to attack Mexico, I don't know if anyone feels like they can bully the U.S. at this point. Germany's been separatist. Brazil's going to lose a bunch of territory. Yeah, Germany's fine. They didn't lose anything. So it could have been way, way worse for the Germans and the Dutch. I think they both didn't lose anything. They were just helping out a friend, and they didn't get penalized for it. Or punished for it, I guess. Come on, Argentina. So many people laughed at me because I picked Argentina. But, well, especially Argentina number 2. That's a really strange pick. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have picked Peru. I know Peru always does good in South America, but I figured, you know, lucky nations and random development, who knows? Okay, so yeah, this territory got all messed up. Namibia looks totally different. Yeah, these look pretty different. Madagascar are probably going to stay pretty quiet for a while. Dang it, I didn't even realize the Saudis were at war with Yemen, and they just took them out too. Well, that's really big, needless to say. Yeah, that is pretty big, and Laos has taken out Vietnam too. All these things taking place. Well, it's because we're on speed 5, obviously. Let's see what happened with Ukraine. Ukraine lost it. Romania got their land back. Moldavia is back. We've got, I don't even know what that is. I've never seen that country before. That's cool, though. There you go. And there goes the fall of Ukraine. And I don't think we're that far away from the fall of Iran either. Although, I don't know who's going to stand up to Iran. Probably the Saudis? Maybe? Kazakhstan? Maybe? I don't know. What's the war score like with India? Is it still bad? India's winning. I don't get that casus belli at all. I do not get the reform government casus belli, but this is the second time we've seen China just demolish a world power, and they're probably not going to lose or get anything out of it. Laos looks pretty good here. Laos looks really good. So the Pacific is starting to really form up. Is Japan still allied to, yep, North Korea? And Brazil just getting dominated. It looks like France actually dropped off troops here. You know what? This is going to France. They might... we don't normally see that, but France might just try to... It was an imperialist war, that's right. It was an imperialist war, so that means that France could just expand into a whole other continent. 2043, who cares? Let's just take 200 years a step back 200 years, just to see what happens. Start going into that imperialization again. It's all good. So that war should end soon, I'm thinking. Russia, okay, so Russia's already after these guys, trying to take them down. India at 1 war score over China as their whole country gets occupied. France is at 17 war score, and Algeria fighting Niger still. Niger's got some alliances, don't they? They do, it's crazy. Some alliances keeping them strong. USA still allied to Canada. USA obviously not going to be making the world happy with them expanding like the way they are. Can Ukraine do it again? Oh no, they can't, because they're also fighting Romania at the same time. Oh yeah, so Ukraine is done. Wait a second, but Poland has all these borders. Oh well, Romania is going to take land away from Ukraine. Okay, I see. Well, there we go. It was nice seeing you a powerful for a second, Ukraine, but I don't think that's going to stay like that. How's Finland's feelings towards Russia? Ooh, okay, Russia and Finland like each other, kind of. Well, the Finnish opinion is a lot lower. Sweden hates Russia. Ukraine, obviously. And no, India lost nothing. India lost nothing. Wow. That's insane. Okay, so all this still stays intact, and we're also going to see probably Russia take back former territory. And there it is. I don't think they took it all back, did they? They took most of it. I think they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, because remember all this stuff was here. Some of it was released, I think, back to Russia. Was it? Did Poland release stuff back to Russia? I think so. Yep, that's what France did. That is what I thought. France has expanded into Brazilian territory 2045. That's what we're doing now. Argentina's looking good, especially with that Peruvian alliance. It's a very smart thing to get up at this point. Let's go up to speed 5. Romania versus Ukraine, they're going to win that. Ukraine is dead. Oh, it's already over. And we're seeing a lot of these Eastern European countries kind of form an interesting alliance here. An interesting pact. Peru versus Panama and Mexico. Panama was doing really well for a second there, and then Honduras took them over. Yeah, Mexico's not going to be able to do anything. So Peru's going to gain control of the Panama Canal. Peru hates the USA. USA in a good situation where no one really dislikes them too badly. Actually, no one really at all. Saudis back at war with Oman. So yeah, they're going to unite, I think, the Arabian Peninsula. Iran versus Tajikistan and Afghanistan. And again, no one's going to stop them. Nobody is going to stop them. Let's see if they're spreading Shia. They are. Yep, they totally are. I don't know if that shouldn't be a surprise at all to us, but I'm just saying. Who is this? Rwanda. Okay, so Rwanda is not secular. Okay, so Africa's finally calmed down a little bit, and yeah, Oman is down to just one province. UAE's kind of come back a little bit. I'm excited. The Iranian-Saudi war is gearing up, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen between these two. Especially as Iran continues to press forward. And the Saudis are doing the same thing. I think the Iranians are just overshadowing them, you know. At this point, I think they're just kind of overshadowed. Because they're expanding faster, and their fonts, it's the font size, right? That's all that matters. They have a bigger font, so they're bigger. They're more powerful in general. But we'll see what happens. So we have one more video before we check over the ledger and the development specifically, and we'll see kind of who exactly is #1 in the series. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.